Good evening, ladies and gents. Are you tired of the same boring news cycles that leave you feeling down in the dumps? Well, buckle up because it's time for the Mark Warsh Show. We're serving up some fresh segments that'll keep you on the edge of your seats. From groundbreaking lunar discoveries to the latest political chess moves, we're dishing up the best in current events. Plus, our heartfelt segment on the recent tragedy at Covenant School in Nashville, Tennessee, will have you feeling all the feels. And folks, let me tell you, this show is hotter than a fresh batch of Cajun chicken, so sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained. Because in the words of Frank Sinatra, we're doing it our way. Let's go. Let's check in on the latest discovery regarding the moon. The Chinese lunar mission named Change 5 has unearthed a new and renewable source of water on the moon, which could potentially provide a reservoir of this precious resource for human activities on the moon. This latest discovery is significant as it not only offers a source of drinking water but also fuel for future missions. However, it's worth noting that this discovery is not the first of its kind, as previous Apollo missions had also discovered water molecules in lunar soil. Scientists have found water trapped in tiny glass beads that are formed due to violent impacts from meteorites hitting the lunar surface. These beads come in a variety of colors, ranging from black to green to yellow. The discovery of water on the moon could have far-reaching implications not just for future moon exploration, but for our understanding of the origins of water on celestial bodies in our solar system. It's fascinating to think about what else we might uncover on these far-flung destinations. While the discovery of water on the moon is undoubtedly exciting news, it's also a reminder of the fragility of life on Earth. Our planet's precious resources are finite, and we must take care of them if we want to continue thriving as a species. What a time to be alive, folks! According to recent news reports, Russia has found a way to reroute their oil to friendly countries, offsetting the impact of Western oil sanctions. While Russia's officials claim there has been no decrease in sales, the European Union, EU, has halted altogether the import of Russian oil by sea. Now, some say that Russia is selling their highest quality oil at a discounted price, but apparently there are no takers. And now, in response to this invasion, President Biden is planning a grand ban on all imports of Russian oil, gas, and energy to the United States. I bet Vladimir Putin is shaking in his military boots right about now. As for the impact of these restrictions, there is no doubt that Russia is trying to counteract the sanctions imposed on their country. However, the burning question is whether this strategy will be effective in achieving their desired goal. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I like gloating over someone else's misfortune, but one can't overlook the fact that this would be a major hit on Russia's economy. After all, the country relies heavily on their energy industry as the backbone of their economy. It's quite interesting how Russia has been trying to manipulate the situation to their advantage. Russian officials have claimed they have successfully rerouted oil to friendly countries, but that is highly doubtful considering that oil exports to the EU and US have dropped significantly. In any case, we'll see what happens with this elaborate game of political chess. But for now, it looks like the US has the upper hand. The Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas has declared his support for a ban on assault weapons during a Senate Judiciary Committee hearing. This announcement has raised questions and concerns from gun control advocates and gun rights activists alike. Mayorkas failed to provide a clear definition of what he considers an assault weapon. When asked what he deemed an assault weapon, Mayorkas pointed to the AK-47 as an example. However, Senator Ted Cruz raised the crucial point that the definition of an assault weapon varies significantly with no set criteria in place. We cannot support a decision that is open to broad interpretation without rigorous legal groundwork. The issue of gun violence is a challenge that requires solutions grounded in facts and helping the victims. The call for a ban on assault weapons comes on the heels of mass shootings. Nonetheless, we must remain mindful that the effectiveness of a ban remains a matter of the controversy. It is essential to keep our focus on the victims and the families of those who have lost their lives in these tragic events. Sound legal foundations and discerning judgment are crucial in matters of security. Gun control laws, whether banning assault weapons or other measures, should undergo meticulous examination, taking into account the inconsistencies, potential loopholes, and other repercussions. Failure to do so would be a disservice to American citizens, law enforcement, and the rule of law. Democrats should not be given the benefit of the doubt when it comes to gun control measures. American citizens must hold their elected officials accountable, no matter which party they belong to ensure that policies benefiting the country move forward. It is on this premise that I urge policymakers to approach the issue of gun control from a balanced and holistic perspective that aligns with America's interests. According to sources, the headmaster of Covenant School, Catherine Kunze, acted bravely in protecting her students and staff during the shooting. Unfortunately, she and 2 other school employees lost their lives due to the senseless violence. Worse, it seems like politicians are quick to jump on tragedies like this to push their own agendas. So instead, the only story we will report on is one of real heroine worthy of our emotion. Kunze, a beloved figure in the community, was known for her kindness and dedication to her students. As one parent put it, she was just a light in our school. It's a shame that her light was extinguished too soon. Catherine Kuntz did her job as principal, prepared the students and staff for emergency situations, and when the moment happened, she addressed it correctly and swiftly according to sources. It is her excellence in educational administration, true bravery, and duty for our children's well-being that we salute her today. May God rest her soul in eternal peace. It's a reminder that tragedies like this can happen anywhere, and it's up to all of us to do our part to ensure the safety of our communities. In the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Let's all come together in love and support for the victims and their families during this difficult time, and make sure those who deserve our honor and respect receive it. This has been Mark Warsh bringing you some other news on the Covenant School shooting. Stay safe out there, folks. Well, folks, that's it for today's show. I want to express my gratitude for taking the time to listen and engage with the content that we've discussed. Remember, our world is full of both joys and sorrows, triumphs and tribulations. The Mark Warsh Show is committed to bringing you the latest news and opinions on the most pressing issues of our time. Connecting with our community is essential. You can find me on social media. Feel free to engage with me and share your thoughts on today's show. And while you are there, did I earn your like and subscription? As we close out the show today, let's remember to hold our elected officials accountable, cherish the memory of those lost in tragic events, and work towards a better and brighter future for all. This has been Mark Warsh, and until next time, stay curious. Let's go.